How long do hemorrhoids last? That's a great question. We're going to answer it right now. And it's actually a pretty complex question. Okay, it doesn't seem like it, but it is.
Just one smile, you'll see how life's supposed to be. Living pain-free, bright, morning, day, and night. Hemorrhoids.
There's so many different variables that cause hemorrhoids, and that also is going to cause the duration. So I'm not a doctor. I'm a guy that suffered for many years, got them in my early 20s, mid 20s, and got rid of them around 40. So what I did was I got to work because they lasted for so long, 15 years, and it's like, well, then how did you get rid of them? Well, we're going to get to that. But they did last for 15 years, not sequential, like I just didn't have hemorrhoids for 15 solid years. They'd come and they'd go. But as time went on, they got worse and worse. Now, there's some people that they're like, hey, I got something going on back there. And 2 weeks later, they go away on their own and they might never get another hemorrhoid, right? So those are your 2 degrees from someone that's just gets them, it's a slight irritant and it goes away, to someone like me that's chronic and it goes on and on and on. And in the end, it just creates an insane amount of havoc in your life, right? It's maybe where I was, where basically it can tear apart of every single facet of your life, right? Going out, eating, working out, intimacy, all of that stuff is affected by this, right? So when we talk about how long do they last, the other thing that we have to talk about is that this is an inflamed blood vessel, right? That's what hemorrhoid is. So something's causing inflammation in your body. So as long as inflammation is in your body, there's a chance you're going to have a problem with hemorrhoids, right? So finding out what's causing the inflammation. A lot of times what I find, a lot of customers that we have at Hem Healer is I find we have a lot of people high blood pressure, right? Because it puts all that extra tension in the walls of the veins. It can stretch out, cause inflammation. Boom, you got hemorrhoids. Plus you're dealing with hypertension, right? So from high blood pressure to poor diet, to sitting too much, to exerting too much effort and force exercising as you age, just aging, being tall, sugar, there's a ton of different things that can be causing these things. So what I usually try to tell people too is hey, keep a little journal. Just being what am I eating and what am I doing all day, right? In the journal is just it's like notes on your phone, right? It's nice and easy. You get your phone on you all the time. Just keep notes. And then you'll see oh, hey, if I walked a little bit more, if I, cut out the sodas maybe, whatever. I know for me too, drinking, heavy thing. I remember I had a customer who said, yeah, I have to keep coming on and off your product. They come, your product helps, it goes away, and then I get them back again. And I'm like, well, do you do this? He's like, no, I eat healthy, do things. He's like, but I do drink really heavy on the weekends. I go on Friday night, I drink all Sunday for football, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, man, you're going to have to curb that, because he was getting older. He was my age, right? Mid 40s, late 40s, or late 40s now. And he was seeing that problem occur now. And I'm like, okay, you're going to have to pull that way back. Because I know for myself, if I go out, party with some friends one night, hey, there may be some blood the next morning where I know I got to pull way back because I've got inflammation down there again, right? So how long do they last? It's really going to come down to a couple of factors. One, finding out the inflammation and pulling that back. And secondly, using the right tools to solve the problem. Most of you watching this might only have seen creams and suppositories. And if you're bleeding back there, you can't even use the product, right? It's too tough. Or you have to wait so long after you go to the bathroom until the bleeding goes away. Then you're like, okay, now I can use this. There are alternatives, right? And there's a lot of I hear a lot of home remedies, some pretty crazy ones. I don't know, they may work. But what I used for myself is the product that I now manufacture and make right here in the US, by the way. And so is our customer service. But it's a capsule you take orally. So it actually works from the inside out. So it's not just a topical. It gets in there, and not only does it take down that inflammation, it helps strengthen the vein walls. So it actually even makes it tougher for them to return. All right. If you have anything, by the way, you just go to hemhealer.com. There's a link down below here. If this video helped, if you liked it, if you want different content, make sure you, and this just helps with the algorithm. Nobody wants to like and comment on a hemorrhoid section. I get it, but it helps get the information out to the people that are really truly suffering. Okay, it's after I fixed myself, I was like, man, I should be out there helping others because I know how awful this is. So by clicking a like and making a comment, believe it or not, you're helping. So hope you liked the video, and we'll see you on the next one.